Now, I don't know if you know this, Salvo. Before I ever heard you talk about it, I had heard murmurs about this, but I didn't know anything about Turkey Tom, so like it didn't mean anything to me. But I had heard something somewhere along the way, and it wasn't from you, that this man had carved himself. He was a carver.
I mean, that was like the urban legend.
The urban
right?
legend.
Like there was murmurs, there was rumors, there was whispers about this for many, many moons. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Turkey Tom's a cutter. He's a self-harmer, and this is 100% confirmed. It's not speculation anymore. I've seen everybody come up with every excuse on earth for why this didn't happen to this guy. By the way, there is one image that I assume is from Fireball with him with his shirt off here.
Correct.
That's from Fireball. Now, obviously, listen, nobody's trying to pass this is the stupidest thing. This is a joke. Nobody was trying to pass this off as actually being the real deal. But if you don't know the story, Turkey Tom was dating a girl. Who was the girl? Actually, you should tell the story because you know it better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, do you want like the backstory on who Kai is based off that image on his chest?
Give the people what they want.
Okay. So guys, we all know Turkey Tom. I mean, Jesse and I did a great job breaking down who the fuck this kid is right here. So last year, Turkey Tom, was dating a girl off of Twitter, offline, kind of what Mudahar did with his now wife, right? So he started to date this woman named Kai. And Kai and Tom basically dress very similar. Painted nails, long sleeve shirt with a shorter sleeve, right? Very e-girl, e-boy
right.
sort of thing. That's
why are there balloons happening on your screen now? Why did balloons?
I have no idea how that happened. I wasn't even touching anything.
What the fuck was that?
I thought you did that. I'm like, oh, like is this Flippy's brother Balloony?
That wasn't
okay.
me.
So he started dating this girl named Kai, and they were very public about like their sort of relationship. He would post pictures, she would post pictures. She kind of was like following like the same CC sort of people, right?
Right.
Well, another YouTuber by the name Larix. I'm not sure if people know Larix in your chat. Some of you might know him as Lolicon Larix.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, this story's sick and twisted. So another YouTuber called Larix was around. The true story goes, the certified true fucking story, because we're talking like we're spreading a bunch of fucking Thanksgiving gossip and Thanksgiving tales here.
This is your crazy uncles gather around the table, getting a little tipsy, and just telling the family secrets. Oh, it turns out your cousin Tom's gay, shit like that.
Yeah, all real here. So Turkey Tom's public girlfriend, Kai, ends up having sex, cheating on Tom, cucking Tom, with a YouTuber named Larix, Lolicon Larix, okay? Well, that doesn't come out. That's like a hidden secret. That's a YouTube CC hidden sort of secret here. But when Larix, who Jesse has him pulled up on screen here too, like another like parallel universe Tom sort of like looking dude.
Yeah, this is a guy, by the way. Like that's a dude.
Yeah, this is a guy. Yeah. So he fucks Turkey Tom's girlfriend. Tom gets so angry and filled with so much teen angst and self-harm and emo sort of emotions, he carves the name of his girlfriend right into his chest.
His chest. And again, the image I was showing here, this is a joke. They just took an image, and some people say that you could see it like faintly underneath the lettering, but this was to just make Tom feel bad. That's what this is from. It says, "We know the truth, Tom." That was supposed to make Tom scared. And by the way, it worked. People were going turkey hunting. When this was found out, when this was like, there's no pardoning this Thanksgiving turkey. Turkey Tom is carving himself, the self-carving turkey. And everybody's now roasting that turkey. So
Big time.
when this starts spreading, Turkey Tom starts blocking, he starts deleting, he starts hiding.
And this is a guy with like 1 million subscribers, right? Like so many people watching him. But like, it's real when he goes in full scramble mode, blocking,
Right.
deleting, hiding, going offline.
Yeah, you don't need to run from fake shit. It doesn't make any sense. So here is a Kiwi Farms post. I think this is the first time it showed up on Kiwi Farms. Somebody named Retard Mountain posted a Tom tweet saying, imagine if there was a cuck cast with Destiny, Adam 22, and Sneeko. I would listen. And yeah, I bet you fucking would. You'd be interested in something like that. And then they wrote, imagine you find out your girlfriend, Kai, fucked Lyrics, but you stay with her anyway, and then you tell all your friends who tell all their orbiters like Spawn Dial. You don't need to know. Fuck these names. These are all gross bottom feeder nobodies. Who tells people in the DGG, I don't even know what that is, and now it's an open secret that Turkey Tom is a cuck. Now this threw everybody into chaos on Kiwi. Everybody's trying to find a way that this isn't true, but watch the clip for yourself and tell us what you think.
No, dude, I don't give a fuck though. I don't keep fucking saying the N-word. Keep fucking doing dumb shit because then I could make money.
Yeah. I'll just be sure not to carve my girlfriend's name into my chest.
Okay, can you? That is, and she left.
Yeah, she, by the way, that was a beautiful she, that voice. Very important to note that you were listening to a guy who is the one on screen and a girl who was the deep voice you heard off screen.
Yes. Yeah. And the reason why this story kind of became public is because Lyrics told that woman, Jalen, transgender Jalen, crazy Jalen, about it.
Right.
Okay. So the only reason why it kind of got spread out is because Lyrics had to tell transgender Jalen about this weird sort of cut.
Right. And Jalen is, and I don't know anything about these people. This is what I pick up just from being on the outside, being above all of this stuff, from when I see it down below, like little ants below me. What I notice is Jalen, for those who don't know, imagine if you went to like the bargain bin and you lifted out underneath all the old Keffels dolls, there was a Jalen. So that was Jalen spilling the beans. Lyrics immediately gets rid of Jalen from the call because he's afraid of what's going to happen next there. You can see people in the chat room are also referencing it here in the screenshots. And then every response to this is, oh, we're going to need some real proof. This is nothing. This doesn't prove anything. And once this started flowing out there, though, Tom is running scared from all of this. He is absolutely terrified that more information will come out. And it did. And it just kept coming out and kept coming out. Group chats, DMs, and things were being leaked. Now, he's never owned up to this, but why would he need to? Again, why was he so fearful of myself and Salvo? Both, we just happened to ask him to pop off his top. What was so scary about that for him in that moment? It just so happens that this event, the turkey carving, was right around the same time as us asking him to take off his shirt. We didn't know, but it was in his head to be fearful.
Yeah.
It was same time, exact same time it was happening. Really, really fucking wild, crazy shit. Now, with Turkey Tom, and if this doesn't convince you, by the way, if this isn't enough for you, I don't know what to do. But a movement was started after this. I was starting a movement at the same time you were starting a movement, Salvo, and they kind of sort of crossed over each other. And I think we're at a sort of an apex here. We're sort of at an event horizon with this. I was overdoing this hashtag total sector death movement, starting that. You had started this total commentary death movement over here. And again, they're very related sort of fields. You hate these commentary people. These people shit on you, ruined your life in some ways. It's been leaked now if you haven't seen the Keemstar files, this stuff's crazy, where Keemstar, who has connections at YouTube for a year, Twitter, YouTube, he was for a year getting you kicked off of platforms over and over, whether you did something or not, just calling up his friends and going, shut it down. Oy vey, shut it down. Keemstar of David here. Shut it down, please. Tell the people
Which
about
is like
that.
something that like I was obviously like speaking about. I'm like, Keemstar and them, they're getting me banned. Well, the leaks came out, and he got 15 Twitter accounts banned of mine and 2 YouTube accounts. Okay? So it's like, that kind of came after the fact of this total commentary death things, right? I started to just like make fun of them for a whole year. And then just 2 weeks ago, the leaks came out to kind of prove everything that I was kind of yelling about. And other than the act of deplatforming campaign, they were trying to set me up to get in jail in real life and like arrested. I mean, these people are like are sick.
Yeah, if you go to at Gunt News, you can see all of these leaks. I mean, they're all over Twitter. They're everywhere. But what was the plan? They were trying to like call the cops and say you were a pedo or something and get you arrested. Well, what was the idea?
So they discussed about 2 ways off the top of my bat to get me arrested. Well, at the beginning of this year, I sent Nicholas Diorio a picture of my cock on email, right? I shoot him up an email, a picture of my penis, and discussed in the group chat was them looking up laws to see if it was illegal for someone to send an unsolicited dick pic, and that he would have pressed charges against me. This was extensive.
I would argue that it was not unsolicited. I think if you look at Diorio, he looks hungry for cock. I think in a court of law, and maybe this is why they didn't move on this, but I think in a court of law, you could have a lawyer make the argument that Nicholas Diorio is sort of just visually asking for it.
Sure.
His face looks fuckable, too. So...
True.
You know what I mean?
He's hungry. I'm Italian. You said my wiener looks like an
olive.
Yeah. An olive. Okay, I know his fat ass Italian likes olives.
Italians are greasy people. They love olive oil. It's just, it makes sense. By the way, Autism Forum says, does he drink the pee for medicinal purposes? Either a pee guy or cum guy for sure. You're a cum guy. We've been over this. You're definitely.
I would disagree. I would personally disagree that I'm a cum guy, but it's like we don't got to get caught up on it.
You're a mature cum guy.
I like to cum. I'm not a cum guy.
That's a cum guy. That's what a cum guy is. We're not saying you eat it.
Okay, but
maybe
you're a cum guy
little bit.
No.
Me?
No. Are you a cum guy?
No. No. I cum maybe. And I don't even like that. I emit, let's call it. I get my grunch touched maybe every month once,
Okay.
And that's on me. I'm Volcel basically.
Okay. So I'm a cum guy. Yeah. I'm a cum guy, sure. But anyways, that fucking group chat was filled with deplatforming, flagging, doxing, which I don't really care about. They get mad at me because I doxed someone's phone number and he got no calls and no texts. I reached out to Verizon to fucking see the fucking activity after I doxed him. No text and no calls.
And this is also Nicholas Diorio, by the way, a guy who says it is morally correct to dox and harass Salvo. He's said this publicly multiple times. He says that it's okay to do it to your loved ones, all this stuff. Listen, me personally, I never had a problem with Keemstar, but then I see all this crap he did to Salvo, a great guy that I know. And I think I could never, ever, have anything to do with a Keemstar ever, That's me personally, but I'm a different guy than Mike David. So, whatever, to each his own. That's not the point. Listen, this is Thanksgiving. It's about coming together. It's about talking about what we're thankful for. Salvo, let me tell you what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for we started these movements. Total commentary death, total sector death. The sector's dead, by the way. Our good friend, Ethan Ralph, fucking looking svelte. Have you seen thin Ethan?
Healthy.
Incredible. Glowing. Like a pregnant woman. And I don't mean the belly. No belly.
Beautiful trips. He's been on a new trip every week in Mexico. He's living a good life.
He's got a wonderful thing going for him right now. The sector is dead. Mr. Medicare refuses to die. He's so upset about this. Like, he's still trying to make I'm going to talk about the sector. We're going to do one more stream, everybody.
Give it up, Jim.
It's over, and you never were good. Commentary community in shambles. This Keemstar leak was insane. Here's what I'm thankful for. Very, very funny the way this was all leaked. Because, and we can all thank our good friend, Mr. Musk, for this. Elon Musk was behind this one. You know, I lost my main account 5 years prior, and at Pod Awful on Twitter, I lost for 5 years. Musk comes aboard, I get it back, then I lose it again for almost another year. Just got it back again recently, and I got it back because I see Salvo Pancakes was able to get his back. I thought, who knows, maybe I should give it a shot here. Salvo, you got your account back after how long without?
My main was probably banned for like a year.
For 1 year, Salvo was gone. And in that 1 year, Salvo was friends with Keemstar. He was friends with all of these guys before until they snaked him. And
so I was in a group chat with all these people. Yeah.
You were privy to all this shit. In the exact same group chat that Salvo was formerly a member of, they are now weaponizing that group chat against Salvo. And actually, I was going to say at no point did they even think like, oh, let's get rid of Salvo's account from in here. So
many times,
just in case he ever shows up again somehow, magically, he doesn't see all of this. No, actually, it was brought up in the leaks. It was brought up that they should kick you out. And Keemstar said, don't bother.
He ignored it.
He ignored it.
No.
How amazing is that?
It was 7 days. It was a week before the leaks came out. Someone warned him again 7 days prior. Hey, there's a Salvo account in here. We should probably kick it. And Keemstar doesn't say anything to it.
So you get your account back. You can see were you just sitting there logging everything, like screen?
Dude.
How fun was that? How fucking fun was that?
I get my account back, which is like, okay, good. And then I log in. I go, wait a minute. If I'm still in this fucking group chat, and like, it was like too good to be true at first. I'm like, what? And then I click into it, and they're sending messages in real time about like some bullshit. So I go, holy fuck, I'm in this group message. I know I probably, like at the time, I assumed I had 10 minutes, right?
Right.
So I start screen recording the entire group chat, and I a whole year's worth. I screen recorded an entire year's worth of conversations. And that's like, I can't even think of like a better feeling than me going through that group chat. Like in my life, that was one of like the moments, and I'm not like really kidding. It's like such a giddy, euphoric sort of feeling when you go, oh my God, I have their entire fucking group chat at my fingertips. So I screen record for 3 hours. I screen record the entire group chat for 3 hours. And I get all of it. And I'm seeing the craziest shit. I'm seeing like this, like, oh, ban him, flag him. And then like I'm seeing like all their little bitchy gossip about like all the other like YouTubers, like a bunch of fucking like middle-aged bored women. It was awesome. Yeah. So I get unbanned. I see that whole group chat. And then I record the entire thing.
That's amazing. I've been in situations like that before. I know how giddy you must have been in that moment. Dude, it's like
heart pounding.
Of course, because you're thinking there's only seconds left. They're going to figure it out. They can see me. Yeah. Like you feel like they can see you right then. They're like, oh no,
How the fuck don't they notice?
How did you notice? Here's my thing though. How did you stop yourself from saying something in there?
Dude. Yes. No, I know. Like as soon as I got like into that group message, I wanted to say something right away, like before like I even screen recorded everything. But I'm like, hold on, I gotta screen record something. So like I did the whole year, but man, while I'm screen recording the whole thing, I'm just looking forward to saying something. Like that's what I'm like now, like looking forward to the most is just like, what am I gonna say?
Did you ever?
What am I gonna say?
Did you ever get the chance? Did you ever like throw something in there? What happened? What happened?
I screen recorded the whole thing. I double, triple checked, and then I typed like in the group message, "Hey, good to be back." I caught up on the group chat or like something like that, and within like 3 seconds, I was kicked.
Wow, they must have been shitting their fucking pants at that point. Like that's crazy. Well,
I know that they are because like I went on a stream, and Diorio came on, and we talked for like 3 minutes after the fact.
Oh, really?
Diorio tells me that Keemstar called him immediately after I typed in that group chat, called him up screaming and yelling to Nick, I swear to God, saying, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked. Which is so funny because the day after that, Keemstar calls me up. And keep in mind, I haven't talked to this motherfucker in a year.
And he calls me up and you've said very bad things. You've leaked many pieces of his life. Like that must have been crazy awkward.
Yeah, so he calls me up and immediately, this is how he starts. He goes, good move on the group chat. I was laughing about that all day. I'm like, nah, it's not what I heard, Daniel. I heard you were screaming and yelling, bud. Yeah. Screaming and yelling. But yeah, he calls me up because of the group chat leaks, because he knows that like that's could possibly get him in like some sort of like trouble. And it was awesome to see him fucking squirm around like a little fucking cockroach and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful to get into that a year-long fucking storyline with Turkey Tom, right? Which we haven't like really gotten into that, like truthfully, right? Kind of. But yeah, it was an amazing feeling. It was the highlight of my year. I'm not afraid to admit that.
It is. I mean, that's one of those moments especially when you've been kicked, especially when you have been pushed down. That's one of those moments where you're like, oh, it was all, not only was it worth it, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yes,
like it feels so good. Yeah, no, I know.
Yes, and to be right, like also because like I've been yelling about it. I'm like, he's clearly banning me. And everyone's like, oh, you're crazy.
Like
you're crazy.
Like he even thinks about you.
And yes, yeah. I heard that one. Dude, you're irrelevant. Okay, bro. So yeah, it was the fucking like amazing. It was an amazing feeling. And people are like, well, like, what do you want to get out of like leaking this group chat? I'm like, I've gotten like enough out of it, right? It's like I don't need anything to happen, but like posting this shit out there is more than enough. I would like them to be kicked and killed and things like that.
Sure, yeah. In real life, in reality.
Of course.
Yeah, IRL.
Of course.